This is very important, which we're going to discuss. Let's look at the cons. High operational costs. So let's discuss this. Strategy in terms of the reset, in terms of a review, and in terms of customer satisfaction and all. Hello and welcome to Stock Stories and Skills. Today we will discuss DMart's e-commerce strategy in a market where Blinkit, Instamart, and Big Basket are burning cash. The money's DMart is moving cautiously. It is actually fine-tuning its model to do quick commerce profitably. And why not? The big sharks, Reliance Retail and Amazon, are also eyeing this space. So let's discuss DMart's quick commerce strategy. Avenue e-commerce is driving DMart's e-commerce growth. This 8-year-old subsidiary operates the DMart Ready platform. The e-commerce brand is DMart Ready. So the first touch point is mobile app, a platform for placing order just like you place in Big Basket and Blinkit and other websites. Second is the home delivery, service for delivering orders to customers. So there's a home delivery part. On the spot purchases, option for immediate in-store buying. And then there is a website, the online portal for shopping, and there are pick-up points. This is very important, which we are going to discuss in the next slide. So before going into the e-commerce strategy, let's discuss the performance of DMart Ready, the e-commerce venture. So I have the performance from FY21 to FY24. Now FY21, if you see, that phase, the initial expansion phase, is a 8-year-old company. The revenue was 791 crore and the losses were 80 crore. Now coming to the FY22, these are immediately after the COVID, revenue more than doubled, 1667 crore, and the losses also in a way doubled to 1142 crore. 142 crore. Now coming to FY23, sales exceeded 2000 crore and losses were 194 crore, and FY24 revenue 2899 crore and losses were 184 crore. The FY25 DMart results are already out, but for the subsidiaries results are not out. So we are yet to see the revenue and the losses in the FY25 period. Now we must understand that DMart Ready is in the build-up phase of its quick commerce journey. It is laying the groundwork for scale and reach, and also operational efficiency. Losses during this phase are strategic and expected, reflecting the ongoing investment in infrastructure, delivery logistic, also customer acquisition. So we should not look at these losses as something which are permanent in nature. These losses, one day when the operational efficiency will come, we will see profitability in the quick commerce side. So unlike the cash burning peers which we talked about earlier, DMart Ready is investing with discipline, aiming for long-term profitability instead of short-term scale. Now in the FY25 results, the company talked about shutting down several pickup points. Now this is very important development which has happened in the last 1 year. They are saying they are shutting down PUPs, but our home delivery channel has more than compensated for the loss. So if you see the DMart model, one, you have the store, the physical stores. Second, you have pickup points, and third, you have home delivery. Now these two are part of DMart Ready, the subsidiary. We are not discussing today the physical store part. We are discussing only the e-commerce strategy. So here you have the option of pickup points, which DMart was developing in all these regions. So now they are in the process of shutting down this pickup points. So let's discuss this strategic shift that has happened in the last year. They are quietly pivoting from its hybrid model to a focused delivery strategy. That's the big change. The old PUP network wasn't scaling fast enough. In FY24, actually DMart Ready closed 232 pickup points, reducing the total from 572 to 341. And we don't have the FY25 numbers, and I'm sure there will be further decline. There it's a 40% decline in FY24. So this move reflects a strategic pivot towards home delivery, which now surpasses PUPs in sales contribution, which is a very important point. Now, third, the surge in demand for home delivery, especially in metro areas, prompting DMart to adapt. Customers increasingly prefer the convenience of doorstep delivery over collecting orders from PUPs. तो अगर हम ये देखें, so DMart is now witnessing a big shift, to home delivery. लोगों को पिकअप पॉइंट्स में नहीं जाना है. दो पिकअप पॉइंट्स आर इन नियर बाय एरिया ओनली, but because of the quick commerce, Blinkit, Instamart, Big Basket and all that, DMart has realized that ये पिकअप पॉइंट वाला स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं चलेगा. So this is a big shift that has happened in the last 1-2 years. Let's move to the next chart. So let's study the pros and cons of this strategic shift which is happening. Let's look at the points which are in favor of DMart. Increased sales. Home delivery boosts sales, offsetting losses from closed pickup points. That's a good point. Scalability. Home delivery scales better than traditional pickup points. Customer satisfaction. Yes. Enhance. Convenience improves. Customer satisfaction. Now let's look at the cons. High operational cost. Pickup points in a way have a lower operational cost. Logistical challenges. Managing logistics for home delivery is complex and is also very costly. And third, reduce foot traffic. Now closing pickup points reduces in-store foot traffic. So these are the pros and cons of this new strategic shift. So let's see how it rolls out going forward. So let's discuss this strategy in terms of the reset, in terms of a review, and in terms of customer satisfaction and all. So the very first point is the company is reassessing what was working and what wasn't in their online strategy. So it's a very good point. अब वो देख रहे हैं कि 8 साल में क्या वर्क कर रहा है, क्या वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, because anyway they are very slow on the quick commerce side. So it's good that they are reviewing everything. Scale down inefficiencies, like setting down, this pickup points which we talked earlier. Reallocate resources towards higher performing channels, primary home delivery. Now, if these are high performing channels, so the resources are now being allocated, to the home delivery. Prepare the back end, tech, supply chain, delivery ops, for long term scalability. तो इतना आसान नहीं है, 15 minutes or 20 minutes का delivery देना. DMart wants to do it profitably. तो उसके लिए ये पॉइंट्स बहुत जरूरी हैं कि बैक एंड आपका अच्छा होना चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ऑल दैट, सप्लाई चेन लॉजिस्टिक्स, डिलीवरी ऑपरेशन, ये लॉन्ग टर्म स्केलेबिलिटी के बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एंड ऑल्सो फॉर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी. नाउ ये है रिव्यू पार्ट. रिव्यू में क्या हुआ कि दे एनालाइज कस्टमर प्रेफरेंसेस एंड शॉपिंग पैटर्न्स. एन एग्जांपल, मेट्रो जो यूजर्स है, दे प्रीफर होम डिलीवरी ओवर पिकअप पॉइंट्स. दे डोंट वांट टू गो टू एनी नियर बाय पिकअप पॉइंट्स. बेंचमार्क देयर मॉडल अगेंस्ट the rising competition from quick commerce players like Blinkit and Zomato. Now, अगर हम आज DMart का quick delivery देखें तो शायद वो 2 घंटा या 4 घंटा, इन some cases 6-7 घंटा का time frame में होता है. तो when they started benchmarking, they realized they are very far away, and the way market is growing, they have to do something. So, that also led to that change in the strategy. Studied profitability, bottlenecks. Example, high logistic costs, thin margins, and the cost control tweaks and all that. Now, what is the outcome of, or what will be the outcome of that strategy? Now, instead of rushing into 10-15 minute delivery, which the competitors are doing, DMart Ready double down on its core value proposition. Affordability and reliability. These are very important for long term sustainability. They positioned the brand for urban families who plan weekly, monthly purchases, not impulsive, buys. Third, despite higher upfront losses, the company now believes the model is scalable and relevant for the long term, and these are very important. This is what the outcome of what all DMart has done. So as you can see, DMart has a ready strategy, and the competition is only increasing in this space. And once we will have Reliance Retail and Amazon trooping in, this space is going to become very exciting. So thank you, and do subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next one.